So let me say something that might make some people really uncomfortable. Growth does not make you immune to pain. Consciousness does not make you untouchable. And nervous system regulation does not mean that you stop feeling waves. And if somebody is selling you that version of spirituality, they're selling you performance. So today I want to talk about what most coaches won't, what it actually looks like when you're doing the work and it still hurts. So, if you're new here, my name is Dustin Wheeler, and I teach conscious creation through structure, nervous system alignment, and true choice. I don't teach people how to escape life, I teach people how to create inside of it, which means we don't bypass storms here. We learn how to stand in them. So, you scroll online and everyone looks elevated, right? Everyone looks like they're living their best life, calm, certain, high vibe, always happy. But what you don't see is the panic at 2 a.m., the tight chest before a launch, the tears before getting on camera. You don't see the days where forward movement is 3 inches instead of 3 miles. And when you're doing all the work and it still hurts, shame creeps in quietly. Somewhere along the way, we've internalized this belief that if we're aligned enough, that we wouldn't struggle. And this is due to a lot of the manifestation culture bullshit out there. That if we're regulated enough, we wouldn't feel anxiety. That if we're healed enough, we wouldn't feel grief. But babe, that's not growth. That's emotional suppression disguised as enlightenment. So there's been many seasons in my business where I was building something I deeply believed in. Case in point, this storm. Enrollment conversations were happening, momentum was real. And at the same time, there were storms going on in my personal life that left me feeling shaky and unstable. I remember sitting at my kitchen table one time, laptop open, answering messages about joining my program. And all of a sudden, my chest tightened, my breath shortened. And it wasn't because I was doubting the work, but it's because life doesn't pause while you're creating. And some days I've moved forward at a sprint, and some days forward look like sending one email and calling it a win. And let me tell you, that wasn't inconsistency. That was humanity. Growth doesn't make you feel less. It makes you abandon yourself less while you're feeling. Regulation doesn't mean numbness. It means your nervous system doesn't hijack your identity. And consciousness, babe, doesn't eliminate waves. It gives you the capacity to surf them. And life is not about creating an imaginary reality where nothing hard ever happens. Babe, this is life. There are waves, cycles, endings, beginnings, loss, love, expansion, contraction. And that's not failure. That's the radical beauty of being alive. A lesson that I'm learning right now, the ability to love deeply, to build something meaningful, to care about people and purpose. Well, babe, it opens you up to vulnerability. And that's not weakness. That's the price of admission to pay this beautiful game called life, even when it hurts. So, what does staying with yourself actually mean? Well, it means you don't speed up your persona when things feel shaky. You don't perform confidence to avoid discomfort. You don't abandon your body because it's inconvenient. You breathe. You pause. You let the wave move through. And you keep creating. not as a reaction to the storm, but as the force that can stand inside of it. Because, babe, after everything that I've seen online, the goal isn't to suppress your humanity. It's to live as a conscious creator who isn't living in reaction, who isn't collapsing, who isn't pretending. You are not powerful because you are unshaken. You are powerful because you don't leave yourself when you are. And if this resonates, babe, if you're tired of high vibe performance culture, if you're doing the work and it still hurts sometimes, listen, I built a space for you. Inside the Spiritually Kinky Community for creators on Skool, we don't perform enlightenment, babe. We build real creators. We talk nervous systems, we talk structure, we talk shadow, and we learn how to hold steady inside the storm instead of running from it. So if you're ready to stop pretending you're fine and to start building from truth, then I invite you to come join us. You don't have to be polished, babe. You just have to be fucking real. Because no matter what you have believed and no matter what you have been told, you are not broken. You are the creative force within, and you get to choose what you would love to create. And I'm here to remind you that storms don't disqualify you, babe. They reveal your strength. So whether you're here to be a little bit spiritual, or you're here to be a little bit kinky, or you're here like me to be a whole lot of both, lead with love, my friends. And in case nobody told you today, I see you, I feel you, and I love you. And you are not alone. Mm.